Good evening, guys. Stephen and Chris, how are we doing, boys? I'm going to remove this towel because I look like a bit of a tramp. The baby's in bed, so how are we doing? We alright? How's our evening been? Having a little warm up. I haven't thrown today, so. Does the audio sound alright? How are you doing, Charlie, Ben, Kieran? How are we doing? How are we all doing? Nice evening, what we've been up to? Dear, snatchy. Snatchy. Chris, since I got the app, can't stop playing online. I'm the same, mate. Well, playing online. I wish I had time. That's the only thing with me. I'd love to play more, but Charlie says that change darts. Yeah. So I say I've changed darts. This is one of my million sets. So this is just a set of Scotty weights, 23 gram Winmores. I actually got these in Red Dragon value pack. They come with 4 random darts. I think they're from Amazon, 20 quid. And I was looking at buying these at Dart Shack in Leicester, and I picked them up in black in the onyx colour. And I really liked them, and it was for my birthday last year. And my missus said, she said you can choose 2 sets of darts. So I actually went for a set of Harrow's Elite. And what else did I go for? I went for a set of Geno data darts, because I hit a 180 in a shot with them, and I thought, well, if you're hitting a 180 in a shot, then you know you've got to keep them. So I actually didn't bother buying them, and then what happened was I saw on Reddit that there was these Red Dragon value packs that were 20 quid, so you get 4 sets of darts for 20 quid. And these were in them, and I couldn't believe me luck because I really wanted a set. And I know you could get them in Argos, but I don't know with Argos, man. Even though they're the exact same dart, I was just a bit, nah, I'm gonna see if I can get them. But yeah, so Ben Martin, later finished from work, just finished cooking, eating dinner. What did you have, mate? Stephen, what did everyone think of the Target launch? I'm all good, thanks, Ben. Yeah, same as. Had me dinner, you know, pretty happy. Got same Scott weight darts in 23 grams, and I got them from Argos. Do you like them, Charlie? What do you think to them? I think they're really nice. I'm like I said in like one of my other videos, like I really like throwing the Chris Dobie darts, 23 gram phase ones, because they're really rare now. I watched trying to get dimensions of them, so I watched Darren's review yesterday, and there was a bloke that had actually commented 2 weeks ago. Bearing in mind this video was about 4 years old. He'd messaged on there asking where he can get a set, so I didn't realise they are as rare as they are now, so I'm actually going to keep hold of them whether or not I throw them. So yeah, but what do you think to these, Charlie? Scott weights? You like them? That's all good. Recently got my contract terminated at work for literally no. Oh man, that's really unlucky. I mean, this COVID doesn't help at all. My girlfriend actually, because she's on maternity leave, she recently got made redundant, so I feel your pain, bud. It's one of those things. Thing is, with this whole COVID thing, this has never happened before, you know, so it's one of those things that no one can really, you know, sort of know what's going to happen in the future, you know, so businesses make people redundant just to protect like their loss of earnings, I suppose, and their loss of profits due to the whole COVID thing. So it's one of those things, mate. You'll find something. You'll find something else. But Charlie, I'm going to ask you this as a question straight to you. Have you ever used these Red Dragon Raptor points? These ones with the arrowhead on the end. Because I really like them. Apparently they're supposed to glide past the wire if they hit, but I don't know. But The thing I find with them is they do make the dart quite front weighted, and I quite like that. Quite like that if I'm honest. So Charlie says he hasn't. So I'll tell you what, if you ever get a chance to get a set, give them a go. Then Martin had burritos for dinner. Nice, I had meatballs. And they were bloody handsome, I tell you. But enough about dinner, let's play some darts. Anyone fancy a game? Anyone up for it? Up for a game? I bet Chris will have a game. Chris would be willing to have a game. Jack Watkins has joined. How you doing, dude? You alright? How you keeping? Charlie fancies a game. I'm on Knacker, bud, I think. Yeah, it's showing there, that's all good. Yeah, I'm on Knacker, so... Sweet, I've got a couple of games lined up. Charlie will kick my bum. I've heard he's pretty good, so... I'm playing pretty awful as well, so... Last stream, I watched a couple of bits back and I couldn't believe how much I was speaking. But it's so annoying, like, I annoy myself. It's a weird thing, this whole YouTube thing. It's bizarre, but got to a point where I watched a bit and I'd turn it off because I got sick of me just talking and saying, you know, after everything. But I'm on a day off at the moment. Well, you're having an off day, Charlie, or you're not playing? That's the only thing with this whole chat thing, because you can't read, because you can only read people's messages and you can't hear what tone or whatever they're saying it in. Sometimes it's really difficult to like understand what someone's on about. But Jack, what was the name of your darts, mate? In the end, they were Red Dragons, weren't they? But you didn't know what the name of them were. Oh, God, this is awful. Right. I took a nice little checkout out yesterday. I did post that on Twitter as a 105, so I went 25 tops, and I was pretty happy with that. I nearly had a 146 as well, and then I bottled it on a double 13. That was just on the Target Dart Counter app, which I rate, but the voice is a bit annoying on it. Can't beat the old Rust Spray app. I like that. But what's going on? Red Dragon Rouge, they were. Red Dragon Rouge, okay. So if anyone wants to give me a game, I'm on Knacker and I am under Clash of the Tungsten, and it is L5D, which I'll put in the chat. That's on there. So I'm going to turn this boiler off because it's boiling in here, so get that switched off and open a window. Where were you watching from then, guys? Where were you from? I live in the Midlands, UK. We probably won't get many American viewers tonight because their time difference is slightly different, so most of them will probably be at work. But could do with rotating this board a little bit now. Ooh. Gonna have about an hour's worth of streaming tonight, lads, because I've got some jobs to do. Oh, I'm gutted. No way. I've just split my first Robson flight. That is the first one that I've ever split. I cannot believe that. I'm absolutely gutted. There's me in my video the other day saying how good they were. 6 months they lasted me. I reckon that's because my grouping's that bad that there was no chance of me damaging it. Let's change them over. Sorry guys. gutted. I cannot believe that. Do you reckon if I send them back to the guys that make them, they'll send me a free set? Sorted. 138 on 99. Nice one, Jack. Nice work. Quite like how they look in black. They look sweet as they do. Lovely. Lovely set of flights. Thing is, they cost, the Robson flights, they cost £5.40 and they've lasted me 6 months. I'll happily take £1 a month on a decent set of flights, you know. 6 months? What month are we in? Yeah, February. February I went to the shop, so yeah. Not too bad. Right, who we got? Who are we in with? Oh, sorry Chris, didn't realise you were in, mate. Do apologise. Right, let's get on it. I'll wet this over a little bit, sorry. And then... Right. Leicester. Billy Jackson's from Leicester. He's fairly near me then, he's not too far. That's cool. Right, sorry Chris, I'm on it now, mate. Right, let's go. Oh, 45. Awful last start. What did everyone think of the Target launch then? I was putting a few things on Twitter that might have upset a few people earlier. Not the biggest Target fan, so... Especially not the Elysian things, man. What a ridiculous price for a set of darts. I'll get if you're a collector and that, but... Really, for the price that you can get them, you could probably have a decent week in Mallorca with that, you know? Or Benidorm. Think how many Ali Pally tickets you could get with that. Send a group of you there, you know. I thought I didn't actually have a comprehensive look. I saw like a photo of like 5 dart barrels sort of in a photo, and to be honest, not being biased because I'm not a fan of Target, but there wasn't a set that I would personally look at and think about buying. I'm not the sort of guy that buys like flashy sort of 85, flashy sort of coloured darts and stuff. I like the plainer sort of dart, if I'm honest. Stephen says that the Barney and Taylor dart's disappointing. I found that the Barney darts look like the old they look like the old one. I can't remember what phase I'm thinking of, but they look exactly like the older ones that he done. I thought, well, you're sort of taking a step back to move forward there, and I don't really see the point because I don't think they'll sell many. But 24. Ben, I promise I will tell you it at some point, but not now. Not in a live stream. Thing is, I don't want to upset anyone. I'm the sort of chap that I don't like upsetting people, so I like to voice my opinion, but I don't like it to get to a point where someone gets upset, you know. So yeah, I don't want to have them emailing me moaning, but it's not going to happen. Not be nowhere near big enough, but. Sorry then, 80, but a cheeky double tops, do apologise. This weather's crap tonight, isn't it? It's absolutely peeing it down outside. The Buller 180. I'll give you a follow, Buller. I like the Aspinall darts. I had a throw of them. My friend had a set of the 26 grams, but they're way too heavy for me. Way too heavy. Just could not get on with them. I might have a go with the 22s next time I go to the shop, but with all this COVID, it's probably going to be a little while. Ben's going to probably get the buy me darts, that's fair enough. I like theirs, you get target, to be fair, their stems are good, Charlie, I agree with you there, and they've got real decent stems. Progress. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Jack, there. A lot of people, I personally just buy real cheap stems, because with these Robson flies, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to get any breakages with them, so that's 43. Awful. So I'm going to do a little video on these guys at some point, but I'll get them from Darts Clearance on eBay, really worth looking at, really good little shop. I ordered them, I think I said in the last stream, but I ordered them like, usually when I buy from them, you get like your postage instant. It's ridiculous. I ordered like a set of darts at like 2 PM on Thursday, and they arrived 9 AM Friday on the dot. Like they were brilliant. I know that's obviously nothing to do with them guys, but obviously that's a postage service. But still, them getting their order processed and that 28, that really sort of helps, you know. But Black Thunders. What are they like, Billy, the Black Thunders? I've heard quite a few things about them. Are they the designer ones? Are they Dark Thunders or Black Thunders or something? I can't ever remember, but the designer ones. If it's the same dart we're thinking of, might not be. Jack. Yeah, Jack. A bit of thing with the old Cosmo flights. I think they're the ones that I've got. Yeah, I had a set of these ones. Good arts, Chris. I had a set of Cosmos, and I think I had them 3 days, and that's what happened. They're so flimsy. They're ridiculously flimsy. If you touch a Robson's and like have a go with the Cosmos, they're worlds apart. Really are. So. Ben, the shop that I refer to is the Dart Shack. It is. That is the exact shop I'm talking of. I think the guy that owns it's called Brian Maguire. Seems like a really nice dude, man. When I go in there, it's really helpful, not pushy. It just lets you. I think last time I was there about 2.5 hours, just chuck in and deciding and 26. Yeah, it's a good place. If anyone lives sort of near Loughborough, Leicester, that sort of area, definitely go check them out, because prices are pretty much the same as anyone else really. I think you could just do with a little bit more work on their website. I find that a lot of darts websites are there might be a gap in the market there, because I find that the customer experience on some of the darting websites are quite outdated. If you look at A180 darts, they're still showing prices in, like, excluding VAT and stuff, 15. That's awful. Good leg so far. And yeah, I think that a few of the old dart shops could do with updating their sites a bit to something a bit more user friendly. But like I said, I'm not a huge fan of buying online barrels anymore, because I like to go in and actually throw them, because if I don't, then I could just not get on with them whatsoever, and it's just a massive waste of money. But 41. Yeah. Ben Martin, I need to book a slot and visit. Yeah. I get what you mean. Does he do appointments only during the week then? Is that how it works? I think it is, isn't it? I know you can go in at the weekends. Jack says he's blacked his darts out. How'd you do them, Jack? Just paint them up, or? Oh dear, that was awful. Oh wow. 62. Covered it like last one. Chris is outplaying me here. He's doing alright. I just makes sense now. I wonder what you meant by that. Oh no, 60. That last dart was so snatchy, I didn't want to let go of it. Keep it in my hand forever. Awful. I've been using them. It's like worldwide. Send them to you on Twitter if you want to see them. Yeah, send them over, Jack. I'll have a look. Send them over. I really need to practice more. That's my thing. Just not being able to find time to practice. And I feel like doing this a few nights a week, pardon me, will actually improve me darts a bit more, because I said before, like, I'm not playing my league at the moment due to this whole COVID thing. So I don't think, 80 again, sorry Chris. Yeah, I'm lacking practice and lacking the sort of pressure game, because I know that when you do play in a pub scenario, like, you're probably surrounded by, 20 people tops, you know, it's not a massive amount of people, but it does make a hell of a lot of difference to the pressure. Like, when you like playing on your own or playing against a computer, it's completely different. So yeah, this is awful. I can't believe you guys are tuning in to watching this, because this is awful darts. But yeah, I feel me scoring. Yeah, 28. Awful. Stephen, I don't know, like, I've not heard anything from my team, even like my team captain, not heard anything. I think anyone really knows, mate, if I'm honest. What about you? Is it any different in Ireland? Oh, this is dreadful. I'm all over the place. Mate, you've won now. It's awful. Yeah, I haven't been since lockdown. I think last day I went was, I think 4th of March or 3rd of March. I haven't played in that long, and because I was working from home, like, I thought I'd have more chance to practice, but I didn't pick up a board for pick up a dart for months. So really am out of practice. Nice one, Chris. Same for you as well then, Stephen. No playing. It's the best thing to do though, mate. If you've got a webcam, is just get on some sort of knacker or webcam darts and just have a throw, mate, because it's not the same. I miss the social side of darts, but it's something, you know what I mean? It's like when they were doing the whole the home tour, PDC. I mean, wasn't as good to watch as being, you know, watching the pros on stage, but at least it was something whilst there was nothing. That's what I found anyway. But oh, that is awful. Oh dear, 80, luckiest 80, man. Awful. Yeah, I agree, Charlie. I hope that they do start in 2021. Just be awful if it doesn't, you know. There's a lot of restrictions that you can put in place though, surely, like for playing pub darts. The other thing is obviously with this new like curfew that we've got in England at the moment, like the 10 PM thing, which makes it difficult because we don't actually start till 8:30. So it makes it, we won't be able to finish that quickly, you know. I think sometimes it goes on till 10:30, 100. So that makes it difficult for us, but who knows? Only time will tell, really. Nothing else that can really be said on that. It's a shame, but does anyone watch Matador Darts on here on YouTube? Subscribe to him, Curtis. He done a video the other day on why people like Ricky Evans use like a different coloured flight. Apparently it's for concentration, which sort of makes sense. Awful, 47, worst switch ever. So I've I'm going to start giving it a go with a different coloured stem to see if that makes any difference. So see if I can, I'll always throw the purple one last. I'm going to start doing it. I've not been doing it now, but I'm going to try and concentrate on that. Obviously not when I'm live streaming because I need to speak in between, but that's sort of the idea why I've got two and one different. Charlie watches Matador. I think it's good, he's a nice chap as well. I speak to him quite a lot on Twitter, and we're planning on doing some like little things. He said about doing like a competition and stuff, which would be quite cool, and get involved with that. Like I say, I do anything dart related at the moment. That's 58. It is in just with no darts on a Tuesday night. I'll do anything dart related, you know. Stephen says, our rules are you can't have two different people from different households together, but you can meet in the bar. Yeah, that's the thing, innit? They've got to make it look like they're doing something, and a lot of it contradicts itself and makes them look a bit stupid, but what can you do, mate? The only thing you can do is just sort of stick to it, can't you? Oh, that's awful. 211. Nope. Ah. 34. Oh, I'm finished, man. Awful. What were you guys expecting then from the Target launch? Were you expecting something different to what was actually on there, or? Jack Watkins online tournament would be great. Yeah, I think we're going to try, well, Curtis, not me, I'm going to take no credit for it, but Curtis is going to look at ways of doing it, because for some reason it won't work on Naka, and he basically wants to not commentate, but he wants to sort of be like sort of pundit for it on his channel. So we've got to figure out like a way of making it work. So I'm going to try help the best I can with that, hopefully. But I'm going to get battered 3-0 there, I can see it. So how would you guys take this out? I'd take it, if I was to even get a shot at it, I'd go treble 20, treble 14 tops, but not like that. Oh dear. Oh no, that is fucking awful. Chris has won this, I reckon. 48, God. He's got to have got this, surely. Go. 3 now, I'm waiting for it. Yeah, well done, Chris. Played awful there. Can't, it's my first game, you can't make me feel bad about that one. 50 average, God, that's awful. Awful. Who's next? Who fancies a game next? Jack fancy a game? Stephen fancy a game? What we all saying? Anyone fancy a game? Just whack a tweet out, guys, sorry. Who fancies a game? Jack, you fancy a game, mate? Ben, I'll have a game with Ben. Find me on Naka, mate. L5D is the old code. Play a lot better than this. 50 average, that is horse poo. Really is. Here we are. Oh, magic 3. L5D. What is going on? Awful. Awful darts. Right, get them going straight. It's the main thing. Has anyone got any tips for getting that follow through straighter? Because I'm struggling a bit with that at the moment, I've noticed. I'm getting too snatchy, I need to be more fluid in my release. I just don't, it's hard to sort of pinpoint what you're doing wrong. Jack sent his darts on Twitter. Let's have a look. Oh wow. Yeah, I like the look of them, man. Their grip look well good. Hardcore red dragonflies, they're pretty good as well. Quite like that. What are the don't know if you guys can see from here from my phone, but the photo that Neil's darts have just put up on Twitter. What are these bad boys called? They look a bit like Makura Suzuki sort of colours. Ben can't join. Let me try. See if I can refresh. Are you on there? What channel are you in, bud? See if I can find you. No, I can't see you, bud. Can't see you on here. Or you, Ben? Is that you, Ben? Is that you there, mate? Definitely on here. Channel 1 and... Oh, you are, Ben. Yeah, it looks as if you're away or in a game, Ben. Yeah, that's a good idea. Nudge, how you doing, dude? I hope you got your board up, because you're going to have a game with me in a bit. If you got some time, mate. Where you gone, Ben? You're winding me up, ain't you? You ain't on here. I think you're winding me up, chap. Ah, there he is. We're in. We're in, mate. We're in. How we doing, Nudge? Where are you watching from, dude? Where are you watching from? Come on, Ben. Here we go. Right, let's go for it. Ben to throw first. Nah, Chris, I think it was the other way around, mate. That time, your double seemed pretty spot on, if I'm honest. 45. Hey, Nudge, where you watching from, bud? I wanna know where you're from. Sort of location: US, England, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, Germany, Dubai. Oh man. Oh my god. That's a big 3. Can't believe we just hit a 3 in the stream. That's embarrassing. Elysian 6th edition. How you doing, Neil? 450. The Elysian 6th edition. 5th edition costs 450, so they won't be cheap. Andreas Olsen, Norway. Cool. I bet it's cold over there at the moment. And Jack, yeah, I am using Scotty weight starts at the moment. Neil, how much do you reckon then if the old gen are that expensive? Oh, it's awful. 81. Elysian 6th edition, 450. That's expensive. To be honest, Chris, 60s, 58s and 59s, if you're playing that level in a league, or in a league where I am, you'll win a lot of games. If you can keep a steady 60 average across most of your legs, then that's not an awful average really if you're playing non-Super League darts, especially in our area. Yeah, Jack, I really like these. These are really, really nice set of darts. Cheap and cheerful. I really like the Onyx set, but there's no point in me having two of the same darts just because of the colour really. But Cornel, did you see my tweet earlier? That's definitely a week's all-inclusive in Benidorm, isn't it? 600 quid. Christ, that's some waller, isn't it? 100. That's some cash for a set of darts. Like I said, if you are a collector, I sort of get that you would buy them, but me myself, that's a month's mortgage payment for me, man. You know what I mean? That's steep. That is very steep. The thing is with darts, I find as soon as you throw them, they're actually worth less money, aren't they? That's the only thing. 22, 190. Oh, I've got to leave 170. No. That is awful. 27. Wow. It is a stupid price. I think the most expensive set of darts I've bought. What are the most expensive? Well, I think the ones that are worth the most that I've got are probably my Simon Whitlocks, and they're only about 42 quid, but I got them 25 quid second hand, so that's a hell of a steal that was. I was well happy with that. But, oh my god. Off the board, what is that, 39? Wow. Wow. I had a set of Rob Crosses as well, Jack. Actually, if it's the original ones you're talking about, they're a really nice set of darts, to be fair. I really like the grip on them. They're really nice, sort of just normal ring grip, aren't they? Really nice set of darts. Well played, Ben. Nice first leg. Smash me again. I will win a leg tonight. 60. If I throw that straight all the time, I'd be pretty happy, but... Chris, somehow win games at my local with that average. Best average is in 70s. Now, 70s is really good, to be fair. Couldn't get used to them, so I went to Rob Cross Darts. The voltage ones, I still got them in 21 grams. Yeah. See, I think that 21 grams is probably going to be a bit too light for me. Most of my darts are actually 23. Like, I'm probably getting about maybe 8 sets that are all 23. Was that? I think that was 41. I think it was. Sorry, I'm too busy talking again. Yep. Not yet. We'll do in a minute. Yeah, we'll do in a minute. But yeah, the majority of my darts. This is awful. Majority of my darts are 44. Majority of them are 23 grams, so I feel like 21 might be a bit too light for me. Looking for a new set. Do you know what? I did get a set of Barney's old Purists from Darts Corner. Can't remember what the weight of them are. Set these in the clearance section of Darts Corner. They're Barney Purists, I think they are, unicorn ones. Can't remember what weight, maybe 22 grams. They cost me 15 quid. Couldn't believe me luck. But I don't really like them. The grip on them's too like harsh for me, for my like throw style. So yeah, no good. It's all dependent on your grip, what sort of grip you like, whether you like more aggressive style, whether you like a more rounded ring. It's totally sort of what you like the most. But Oh, this is awful. This is so bad. I do apologise to everyone watching this because this is absolutely dreadful. Oh man, might end the stream in a second if I play this bad. Fucking hell. 22. I agree with you now. I'm going to do a little video on them at some point. I was just saying to the lads in here earlier that I bought a set that were like $11.99 barrels only, come with 3 sets of flights, and I sent a set of alley stems as well free of charge, so I couldn't moan at that. They're definitely best in customer, like their orders are brilliant. They get them shipped out literally same day and they arrive usually next day, and yeah, I'll really vouch for them being really good sort of retailer for cheap darts. Now they're on eBay. If you want to take a look, just type in darts clearance on eBay and they'll pop straight up. But yeah, really good. 132. Only one way to take that. Leave baby fish. 60. Do you know what ones they were, Neil? What sort of design? Because the one that I made, the Allen key points, were like based on Whitlocks, and they were really nice. I used them for a good 6 months or so without using anything else, but then I just sort of wanted to move on and try something else. $50. Come on, Benny, you got it? Keeping us waiting. The pressure's on. See, I don't know what I've got, Jack, because I've got a set of like smooth barrel darts I bought off eBay for like, I think it was $7.99, and I don't actually know what they are. They're definitely not hankies, and they're definitely not buntings. So I've got a feeling that they could possibly be, what's it called? It could be the designer ones. That's awful. 45. That was a go at ball, that was. Yeah, send them over now. I'll be interested to have a look at those. I'm sorry, Ben, I'm just going to jump in quick. These are the set, they ain't got points in, but these are the set smoothies that I've got. And they've got no mark to suggest that they're hankies, and I definitely don't think that they're buntings. So they may be designer, but they're a nice start, and I can get on with them. No grip on them whatsoever, but they sort of come out really nicely. Oh dear. That was a dart at 25, believe it or not. 68. Oh dear. Wow, all over the place tonight. Awful. 35 scored. Awful leave. Picked a pair of the designer ones up after watching Worldwide. I'll have to have a look at that review. Oh, fucking hell, this is dreadful. Oh. I thought that was in the double then. Wow, I'm so sorry. Really sorry for this. There could be Terry Jenkins. That's a good point, Steve. Never thought of that. 33 dart leg. Wow. Wow. I might give up, boys. I might delete my channel tonight. Get rid of it. Get rid of my Twitter. Get rid of everything. Ah, yeah. I bought a set of them for me for my dad's Christmas present. Those ones now. They're sort of similar-ish to Rob Cross, aren't they? Similar-ish sort of grip pattern. dreadful. Not one a leg. What's going on? Drink here. I'm not going to say anything. Ooh. How much are the Johnny Clayton darts then, Jack? They're Red Dragon, aren't they? They look quite nice actually, but don't have a clue how expensive they are. Don't have a clue. Finally, 84. Sorry guys, yeah, you got a point now. Thing is, I don't want to be bored and not say a word, you know? It's boring otherwise. That's me focusing on the board, so I don't believe what you're saying, Neil. Yeah, 54 quid's too steep. The weight, for me anyway. I don't think, I think 54 is a bit expensive. Yeah, Nudge, number one does have webcams, but I haven't figured out how to put that on like with my subscribers as well. Yeah, because OBS, the software that I use, finally 62 in that trouble, and the software that I use won't allow me to do both, I don't think. Yeah, see, this is why I sort of play along with my subscribers, because I feel that way, who cares if they're cheat, mate? It doesn't bother me whatsoever. You guys can see that I'm not cheating. I'm not putting the wrong score here and there because I'm too busy talking, but oh man, this is so embarrassing. Imagine going live on YouTube and people seeing you seeing you get about a 45 average. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I don't know if that will affect the latency though on the stream. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Fellow editor. Oh, okay, cool. That's wicked. What do you do for a living then, Nan? Do you actually work on in a film job, or are you like a budding editor from home? See, with me, when I was at uni, a lot of people wanted to focus on one like element of like video and filmmaking, whilst I was the sort of guy that would do any role, doing anything, if that made sense. Freelance, yeah. I love where I'm from, Northampton. There's not a lot of call for video work. Whilst if I went 80 miles south to London, then there'd be so many more opportunities. But there's no way that I'm ever going to move to London at the house prices. There's no point. But Jack, I studied film and video production, so basically the reason I started my YouTube channel is because I've got all this kit. I've got like quite a few K's worth of cameras, all the equipment to do stuff, and it's literally because of COVID, and I use my oh, here we are, look, 84. Oh, bottled it, absolutely bottled it. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. That is 1-4. Oh man, 1, 2, 3 scored. Man, that's awful. Yeah, so I've got all this equipment that, because of COVID, I usually do like events, and obviously having all this equipment just sat there gathering dust, I just thought it was such a waste of money and time that I wanted to actually start doing something with it. Oh wow, good dart. So yeah, I was a bit like, let's do something, so I decided to start the yeah, start the what's it called? Start the channel on YouTube. Who do I think will win the World Grand Prix? Again, I actually said this in the stream. I'd love to. Yeah, well played, Ben. 3-0 again. Anyone else want to kick me ass? I think someone really like out of the picture will win it, Ben. If I'm honest, Chris, sorry. I think someone like Gurney, 49. What is that? Oh my god! I might reset that because that's embarrassing, isn't it? That's embarrassing to see. But yeah, I think someone like Gurney, I reckon, will have a chance. And nice to see. I'd love to see Aspinall win it, but or someone might come out of the darkness and pop in, like James Wade, maybe. Bit of a. I'd love to see the odds on James Wade to win it. I'd love to see that. Yeah, Price is a good shout there, Nudge. I'll agree with you there. That's a good shout. Who fancies the game next? I forgot the guy from Norway's name. I'm so sorry. We'll get better with names eventually, but where is he? I don't know what his name was. Neil. Andreas, sorry, Andreas. I found you now. There you are. As much as I like Michael Smith, Chris, I've got a feeling now that he'll probably never ever win a title. It's a bit like me on that 138 checkout. I reckon he'll just bottle job it now. I reckon he's got so close so many times. When he had the opportunity at the World Championships, he could have really, you know, given Van Gogh a run for his money, but yeah, he just, I don't know. Stephen says Peterson or Clayton as outsiders. Do you know what? Clayton is a good shout. The only thing is, I'd never put money on Clayton because I said in my last stream that he actually let me down on quite a lot of money on at the Masters. But yeah, no, I don't know with Michael Smith. I really like him as a player. I actually got a photo with him, which was pretty cool at the Masters this year. Oh my god. And yeah, he was sound. Like, well happy to have a photo with me and that. I was proper half cut as well. But he just, yeah, I don't know with his form. He's just very inconsistent at the moment. I know his style is very much like just throw the dart, but he seems like it's like he can't be bothered. And Jack Watkins, Smith doubles, yeah, I agree. And Chris, I don't actually think that MVG will win anything this year at all. Like from now, I can't see him. Don't know what's going on. It can't just be the change of darts though. Can't just be the change of darts. Yeah. I tell you what though, I don't know whether Nudge saying that with Michael Smith. I don't know whether it could be his weight loss, you know, because some players lose weight, and it actually does affect their score and their scoring and their ability. So I don't know whether the old weight loss, because he has lost a hell of a lot of weight. I mean, I went to IKEA Milton Keynes. When was this? What was the first event? I can't remember what the first event was. Sort of once COVID was over and they were playing. Might have been the Premier League. Well, it was played sort of concurrently and over like a few days. I think it was a Premier League, and I saw him outside the Hilton at Milton Keynes. I actually went to grab a coffee from KFC, I think, and yeah, he was outside, and he was outside on the fag, and he was with Johnny Clayton, and Gurney had just pulled up in his Volkswagen Transporter, and I couldn't believe how much like Michael Smith had lost weight wise. It was ridiculous. It really was a hell of a lot of weight. But didn't MVG go back to his old darts? I heard, yeah, Jack. I heard the same thing, that he's actually gone back to his old XQ Max. But I think I said this in the last. Stream that I think the darts that he's had are actually the ones or the ones that he's used for absolutely years. So basically, like all the grip on him is like completely sort of worn off. So maybe he's just like, You know, like when you buy like a car and you have to bed the clutch in if you have new clutch put in. Maybe it's that sort of thing, you know. You have to bed your darts in a little bit, and maybe that's why you won as much as he has, you know. But I don't know. I really don't know. Right, what we're saying? Is anyone? Where's Andreas? Let's see if I can find him on here. Channel 1 Andreas. There he is. We're in, dude. So I'm just going to read through a couple of these comments first, Andreas, sorry. I can't see MVG winning the Grand Prix. He's gone back to his old original set that he threw from a decade ago. Charlie, who do you think may win it then? Who, if you were to put money on it, who do you think would have the best chance? Do you know what? Merv King is one of them players that can creep up on you. You know, he's obviously he's got the experience. He's been playing bloody years now, hasn't he? So it's 81. Yeah, he's got the experience, which is good in that sort of professional in the professional format, you know. But price, yeah, I'd like to see what his what the old odds would be on price to win it. Bet you won't get much back. Maybe you might be right with that, Jack. Personal problems can creep in, can't they? Look at Barney. Barney's basically said that a lot of his issues and the reason that he was so negative was because of like problems he was having. I guess and that was with like his ex-wife and the young girl that he's with now. But ooh, 77. Sorry, that was a real cheeky last start, Andreas. That was a slip. But I don't know. There's so many factors, isn't there, that could affect the game. Price, I think. Money would be price, yeah. Put money on price. You're right, Osty. How you doing, chap? You good? Yeah, I'd like to see what the odds would be on price. It's one of them players, like, you love to hate him, but without him, I feel that he just brings that fire, doesn't he? You know, he just brings that little bit of something that not a lot of other players have, you know? From Macedonia, hi Zoran, how you doing? Aspinall, Chris, good shout, mate. I agree with you. It's got to be the Asp. I'd love to see him win something else. Like I said in my last stream, like, just how he was, that reaction when he won the UK Open, like, he just seems like a very humble bloke, and I feel that if he did win something like the Grand Prix, he'd love it, you know, well deserved. Imagine being an accountant the majority of your life and then just deciding, right, I'm going to take that seriously, and then, you know, you make it into the top 16 pretty quickly, you know. I'm good, thanks, Osty, I'm all good. Hello to Zoran from Macedonia. Jack, Q School, honestly, yeah, I think he will make it through, he's got to, hasn't he? He'll make himself look a bit of a knob if he doesn't, put it that way. You know, this whole big thing, like turning everything round within a year and then ending up, you know, not going through. It's one of those, isn't it? At the end of the day, like, you've got to play some really, really good players, you know. I keep saying you know again, I've noticed. 58, but I don't know, it's hard to tell, isn't it? So much good young talent coming through now, and it's just so difficult. Austin had his jabs at school today, right arm at him, but should be alright tomorrow. Oh, I remember those, mate. That's going back a few years for me now. That is going back a fair few years for me, bud. To be honest, Jack, I don't think it will tarnish his legacy because, like, oh, fuck me. Sorry, guys, that's awful. Oh, man, awful. 25, wow. It won't tarnish his legacy because he's done a hell of a lot for darts. I just think he might look a bit silly. No, and Charlie, I agree with you, mate. There's so many good players that are, that are coming through, and I think he's expecting to sort of waltz back in and be in the top again. But with people like AD Lewis, I don't know whether is AD Lewis in top 16 now. Be good to hear. It's quite easy for now with one person winning a tournament to have someone shunted out of the top 16. It's a difficult one. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, that was meant at 16. Wow. 30, 11, 30, 50. That's dreadful. BDO players will all be looking to get a card this year. Yeah, it's true, Stephen. Very true. A lot of them will. What's happening with this this new... Who took over the BDO? I forgot now. I followed them on Twitter, but I've not really seen much else on there. Outside of his Gurney or Peterson. Gurney's one of them who unexpectedly makes a run. Yeah, I agree, Chris. That's exactly why I said Gurney. Ideal situation, I'd love to see, like I say, Aspinall win it, but Gurney is an outsider, definitely. Definitely. Wow. Oh. Guys, I'm so sorry. This has got to be the worst darts I've ever thrown in my life. We're on for nearly... I was at 178 on 15 darts, That could have been finished in another 6, but this is awful. Gezi lives down the road from me, gets bad reference. Talk to you even when shopping in my... David, yeah, I've said this before. I said this in my last stream, that I'd actually like to do a little documentary on Gezi. I'd love to contact him and say, look, I know you got a bit of a bad rep, but I'd love to see... Oh my God, fucking hell, I was slipping off. But I'd love to see the softer side of you lot with your family and stuff. And call it Gezi. Call the documentary Gezi, but... Oh man, got to get funding, It's going to cost me a hell of a lot to go up to Wales for a couple of weeks. Nah. Promising the players, Charlie, promising the players prize money and not paying it out is just dreadful. I think the Jacquelines are to blame for that, if I'm honest. At least Ollie Croft, he sort of kept it in good measure. Although he didn't want to, he didn't want to do anything with giving it to the PDC, and there was a split, obviously, in the early 90s. At least he sort of kept it in order, and then when the Jacquelines took it over, it was as if a rogue just took it and just cracked on, and just sort of didn't care about the darts and was just caring about lining the old pocket. But 62. That's awful. BDF, I'd like to see Ratajski. Yeah, Ratajski's good, man. Ratajski is a real good shout as an outsider. He's one of those, a bit like Gurney, that will just creep up, I reckon, and just take something. But who knows? Just watch it and find out. Right, I'm sorry guys, if I play out this again, I'm never going to stream again. This is dreadful darts. NBA playoffs, sorry Jack, I don't watch basketball. I'll be well up for that, Nudge, but to be honest, we could do a little league, but it may be a bit pointless me being in it, because I can't throw a dart straight at the moment by the looks of it. 43. I'm sweating as well, it's boiling in here. Turned the heating off about an hour ago and it's boiling still. Whew. There might be the lights in this room as well, Charlie. Wayne Warren's been going about a dozen, absolutely about. Wayne said it until he's paid the money, they certainly see him. Yeah. Yeah, 77k though, man. It's not. I mean, for someone like me, that'd pay a hell of a lot of my mortgage off. I suppose you could argue that it is life-changing money. That's 25. God, this is awful. I might just sit and have a chat with you guys after this, because that was awful. It's really bad. But I started playing in August and I've got 40ish average. Yeah, I bet that's better than me at the moment. It's awful tonight, boys. Yeah, that's awful. That is awful, Charlie. I really don't know what... I don't know how I would feel in that situation. I've never been in that situation playing like this, but yeah, got to put yourself in that situation and think how you'd feel, you know. 77k, like that is a hell of a lot of money. It's a crazy... It's more money than I could probably ever dream of, you know. And also John O'Shea won the Masters last year. He didn't get his trophy about 3 or 4 months later, and he's with Wayne and won't be given his trophy. Oh, crazy. What's Osty, what's he been doing then? Adam Smith. 61. They're going in weird as well, my darts now. Don't like that. We'll have to figure this out if you guys want to think about doing some sort of league. 161. Somehow 36, 41. How would you recommend we do that now? Do you got any ideas? Because I wouldn't really know what to do. Come on, I nearly took this out yesterday. Nah. Okay. 66 left. Wow. 95. I was actually at treble 10, but snatchy again. Osty, how was he scamming people then? What was he scamming people with? Let's go with this. Oh yeah, I was always going to do that, wasn't I? Always. Couldn't hit it all night and then I go and do it with that. Man. Yeah, Osty, what was he scamming people with then? It's weird that someone would do that. I didn't realise the time, guys, as well. This is probably going to be my last leg because it's 10 past 10, so post some images. What I did. I'll have a look at some point, Osty. I'll have to take a look on Twitter. Wow. High roller radio. I'll have a look on that. I'll take a look. Darts Connect could be possible. If you'd be up for doing a league, guys, everyone put yes or type league in the chat and see what we can do. See if we can do a little something somehow. If everyone's got webcams, I don't see why we won't be able to do it. We'd only need one thingy on the board. One camera on the board, I think we'd be alright. Also, I've got some stuff that I suppose I could throw in as a little prize. I've got a set of these 25g red dragons that I could put as a winning prize, I suppose. I'm planning on doing a nice little giveaway as well at some point. Just want to get my subscriber count up a bit more. It's quite difficult trying to gain subscribers. especially when you do videos and they don't do so well, you know, like, do put quite a lot of work into my videos, because the thing is, when it's your job, you very much over analyse sort of everything you do. So yeah, it's one of those. 57, 76, 96. Should have stayed on the 19s. PDC home tour. You probably did better quality, Chris. Probably not better dart quality, but better video quality. Oh wow, snatchy. 24, man. Finish. I'm sure we could figure something out with the league. Because I do a bit of research and see how we could do it. Really, we want to do it so that people can see each other, because otherwise, if there's a bit of cheating going on, there's no point doing it. 76 left. 87 scored. COTT home tour. That's what I was going to ask people. What memorabilia you all got? Because I've got a, as I showed in my video, I've got like a John Lowe signed photo. But what I didn't mention, I've also got a personalised, actually written to my name, Phil Taylor shirt, signed to me. And I've also got a MVG shirt as well, but that's not yet framed. And I need to get it framed at some point, but funds. Wow, 31. Awful darts. Might as well give it to Andreas now, but yeah, Nudge, are you on Twitter, dude? Hit me up on Twitter, send me a little personal message and we'll have a chat. If not, grab me on Facebook, I'm on Facebook as well. Yeah, I'll show you at some point. It's hanging on the wall in my bedroom, and so I can't really take the cameras in because it's sort of, I can't move my setup really, but Peter Manley set of darts, that's cool. Got Twitter messages with Primetime Matt Edgar. Primetime. Well played, Andreas. I've actually lost every leg tonight. That's how bad I've been playing. My average has gone up, but 50, that is dreadful. I'm just going to have a few practice darts and call it a night, because it is getting late and it is just a Wednesday night. Not at work tomorrow, I've got a day off. It's my birthday Sunday, so my missus take me shopping. Looking forward to it. 27 years old. Where has that time gone? What have I done with my life in that time? That's what I want to know. How can you find me on Twitter? Type in Clash of Tungsten. Unfortunately, because of the length of Twitter handles, apparently I can't have Clash of the Tungsten, so it's just Clash of Tungsten, Zoran. And then follow me up on there, send me a little message. I need Naj to send me a message as well. Cheers, Ben. Nice one. Not going to do a lot, I don't think. I think I'm just going to have a chill out. I do want to, I'm a big fan of Turkish food, so I'm supposed to be going out for a Turkish on Saturday, but time will tell. I'd love to go and have a few jars as well, but the only thing about that is I'll have to be in by 10, and that's no fun, is it? We aren't playing, you know, but socially distance and be safe. That's the only thing you can do nowadays, but I appreciate it, guys. Do appreciate it. I'm going to finish off on a bullseye. I always got to finish a straight on a ball. It might be here a little while, to be fair. Oh, there we are. Second dart. Wish I could finish the old games like that tonight, but let's close this off a minute. Yes, I appreciate you guys watching again. I'm sorry that the standard of darts, as usual, was awful as per, but it's nice to have a chat with you guys. Really nice as always. New video probably will be out Friday, Saturday maybe. Saturday, potentially. I've got to make sure I've got all the bits I need to do it. But next week I'm going to do a really good one. If you guys haven't got a lighting setup, that's all I'm saying. It'll be an interesting one for you to watch, because yeah, there might be a little something in there, maybe a little helpful. So that's all I'm saying. And then yeah, so thanks again guys for coming. I would go in the camera, but I look really sweaty and look like a mess. It's so hot in here, it's horrible. But I'm going to go and lay outside in the rain, I think, now. But I really appreciate you guys joining me tonight, because, you know, it's a Wednesday night. What else would we be doing but playing darts? But thank you very much, and I will see you guys soon. And make sure you message me on Twitter if you want to have a little chat. And cool, wrapping it up. See you later, guys. Ta-da. Stay safe, everyone. Ta-da.